All right, Kenman here, and today we have a bit of new yet familiar, extremely enjoyable territory. One of my favorites has got a facelift. It lies within. Let's get to it. Before we start, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I purchase everything at retail price, and I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment below. All right, so I don't know if that gives it away. But yeah, very familiar friend in here. We have a CJRB bag on the floor. So if we have a CJRB and it's a familiar friend, what is it? I'm sure everybody has already figured it out, or I have already put it in the description. Got my pyrite right here. Boom, boom. All right. Here we go. And goodness, zip, slip. Whoa. Sticker. CJRB. Cool stuff. I do not have this sticker. That's a newer sticker. Let's grow the brand together. Nice cloth. And there it is. Oh, yeah. We have a new version of the Pyrite bag on the floor. This is their new lightweight Pyrite Lite version. Boom. Check it out. Okay. Break it in. So yeah, Pyrite obviously has a lot of different versions. If you watch the channel, you know it's one of my favorites. I really enjoy it. This new light version just came out with these FRN kind of ultra light scales. They got a nice little texture on there. Still got your classic AR RPM 9 blade steel. Nice black coating on there. Button lock. This one has thumb studs. We'll get to my classic Pyrites that I like in a second here. Just kind of soak this one in for a moment. I like the look of this. That green, the silver button, and then the black blade. Already breaking in nicely. Who has picked one of these up already? Boom. Like my unboxings? If so, hit the like button. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. It is different though, because it is the thumb studs, and every one that I've had, I've always got the one with the hole. I am a fuller hole flicking out enthusiast. Doesn't mean I don't like thumb studs, but this is the only option they have for this model right now. I think they have a green one and a blue one, but they do have many types of pyrites out there. We'll look at them all in a second. Okay, Kenman. Can swap the clip to the other side, which is cool. It's got that little recessed area there, so when it goes in, and the screws are flush, you got a nice open space. It's not going to get caught up on anything when you're going in and out of the pocket. It doesn't feel like ultra light, like sometimes like the bug out design where they've made them to be super light and it just feels like it wants to just fly out of your hand. I'm not a fan of that. I prefer a little weight personally. So this feels all right for being the light version. It doesn't seem ultra light. I do like this though. It feels good. Okay. Blade is centered nicely. Button works pretty good. That thumb stud is easy. Flicks out real simple. Thumbs out. No problem at all. Nice choke up spot right there. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Pyrite's a great knife. I mean, if you don't already have one, pick one up. And then this one is now their cheaper version. So if you're trying to save a buck, maybe check this one out. Save you 10, 15 bucks off the normal standard Pyrite. All right. What am I missing here? We're going to do some big comparisons next to each other here in a second. I just wanted to kind of get the overview of all of this. There are some jimps. All the Pyrites got some jimps. It looks pretty similar right there. It is a button lock, so it's not really a detent because you're using the button. But it feels like it's just got enough power to get behind it to flick it out really easy. Yeah. Close-ups. Nice coating on there. I think this looks real clean. It's nice. Got a big lanyard hole right there. It's a little different. All right, let's start doing some comparisons here. Let me zoom in and make everyone dizzy from bouncing around. 7.5. We're gonna go straight to this. Since it's a Pyrite comparison, everyone's seen and knows about the Pyrite. So full distance is 7 5/8, and on this one we are 7 3/8. So it is longer. How about that? If I put those blades right next to each other, you can see it right here at the tip. The Pyrite Lite actually has a slightly larger blade. How about that? So normal Pyrite is 3 1/8 to the center there, and this one is 3 3/8 to the center. So you're talking 2/8 longer in the blade. It looks like a lot of it, maybe 1/8 in the cutting surface and 1/8 in the finger choke up spot. Handle 4 2/8 and almost 4 2/8. The handle is almost the same. So you're looking at just a little bit longer in the blade. Also, I notice right here, the cut, here, I'm gonna go ahead and pick these up. You can see the shape on the tip is a little bit less of an angle. This is a little bit sharper angle on the original. There you can see the fuller hole is round versus an oval. Screw holes a little bit further up here versus there. Pocket clip sits deeper on the original one. Okay. And looks like the cutout drops a little deeper. Sorry if I was off camera a second there. I'm trying to look at it and compare and keep it on camera at the same time. Sorry. It almost looks like the cutout where my middle finger's popping out right here. It almost looks like it's a little deeper of a cut through there than on here. I mean, definitely where this little notch is, this chamfered edge is bigger. You can see that. It's a little bit narrower there and it goes a little bit longer there. But I feel like this scoop is cut out just a little bit more. You can see it in the get up close like this, you can tell on that blade how this area is a little bit larger as well. Just a little bit longer in that spot. Interesting that it's basically the same knife, but the dimensions have changed. Oh, you can see that up on here too. There's a less of an angle right there as on the scales right here. So the original has a little bit more of a point at the top and the bottom, and they've kind of flattened that out or scrunched it down a little bit on the newer one. And then you also have this area here kind of lies in with that, versus here it kind of scoops out. See that? All the little comparisons. Try to see if I can find anything else here. Maybe the scales are a little bit thicker as well, but they are going to be lighter. Button looks like it is in the same spot. Looks like it sticks out about the same, maybe a tiny bit more. It might stick out here. Get it to the other side. Yeah, it almost looks like the button on the new one sticks out just a little bit more. Yeah, you can feel that when you do this. It's maybe not enough to make a difference, but I can actually feel that it does stick out a little bit more right there. Obviously, you've got the thumb studs versus the fuller hole. I am a fuller hole lover, but I mean, if you look at, I'm going to zoom this back out, the action on here, the thumb out is actually a little bit harder. You got to kind of get around to it. And the flick out is great. The action is amazing. I love the Pyrite. It's an excellent knife. This has the same kind of qualities. I don't mind it at all, even though it's not a fuller hole. It's the studs. It does feel good. I'm noticing when I do that. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That is really close. I've actually felt it graze against my palm, and it's because this blade, like the handle isn't any longer, but the blade is. We clearly saw that. And if you look here, look at how close that blade, it's like sticking out way down here all the way till it's almost in. You can't get to it. When it's closed, I can't get my finger to it, so it's in there, but you can see just opening it a little bit brings it right out, and I'm catching that on my hand as I open it. I haven't cut myself, but I'm catching myself. Let's look at so you look at this, look at how much further. So basically, because this handle is the same size, you can see right there that blade goes much closer, because this has also has a longer point to it, so that point goes out further, giving it more distance away from the end. And this one is literally like, look at that, when it starts peeking out, it's darn near right to it. When I do the thumb out, it doesn't make any difference at all, but I'm flicking this out, and if I kind of get around it, because I do have a larger hand, so sometimes it tucks into the meat of my hand there, and you can see right now that I can get that to sit on the meat of my hand and then drop in. So that's something to consider, to think about. It's the ratio. The blade is just a little longer. I'm not sure why they decided to go with that. Okay, let's get out the other Pyrite, the buoy. I kind of have been jumping around, not really the same, although this is a Pyrite video. I've already opened and unboxed several Pyrites on the channel. So everyone who's already been here has seen quite a few of them. Yeah, the buoy. Honestly, the buoy is literally the same handle. They didn't change anything on this. So these two versions are the same. I think the button sticks out a little bit further on this one as well. So the button on here and the button on the new one, I'd say, is the same. Blade-wise, the tip is the same length, right? So it's a different shape, sure, but it's definitely the same length. Pyrite buoy, the rose gold. Zoom out. Let's enjoy this one for a moment. I mean, we're playing Pyrites today. Look at this thing. Tell me this isn't great. That rose gold PVD coating looks super cool. So this one also has the thumb studs. So I've already got a Pyrite that has the thumb studs here. I enjoy it. It feels good. This one's probably my favorite one, just because it's just awesome looking, and I love that blade and the color and the shape. And it's a Pyrite. Oh. So yeah, interesting that they decided with this new light. I mean, they're the Pyrite Lite, but then it's longer. Very interesting. All right, let's try this out. Okay, so these, you're looking at 0.4 thickness, 0.4 thickness, basically the exact same. The blade is 11, 10. How about that? All right, blade on here, 9. So you can definitely, that blade is thinner. longer but thinner, and then 0.43 on the thickness of the handle there. Interesting. Ultimately, I'm really happy with it. I'm just surprised, and I'm wondering, I don't think I have that issue when I close it, but when I open it with the flick style, that would be where I could potentially, yeah, you know, closing it too, though, kind of makes me, I love the Pyrite. This new version just may not be the best one for me, but that's why you try them all. 3.67 is the normal Pyrite. We have 3.87 for the buoy version. 2.84, almost an entire ounce lighter. So definitely on that light side. 2.84, like I said, 3.67 and 3.8. You know, there you have it. It's lighter, it's a little longer, it's got a different style to it. If you're into pyrites, I mean, you probably want to get them all like me. Back out of here again. But what's everyone think about this new version? I can't have them all the same way. I've got the clip swapped on mine. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. I'm kind of curious about that, making the blade longer. But it does feel nice in the choke up spot right there. It's larger right there. And because I have a little bit wider, longer hand, it feels really good. This would be definitely a great user if someone's interested in it. If you want a Pyrite, many versions, many options. If you want to stick with CJRB, but you're not really sure you like the Pyrite, you could try the Hectare. Check my video for it up here. I got this one in Blade Show Texas, S90V, and the Ultim. I have an affiliate link for CJRB. It's down at the bottom if you want to use that. Buy a knife. It does help out the channel. I appreciate it. CJRB makes some cool stuff. A lot of different pyrites. Check them out. Stay sharp. See you soon.